show from.
Welcome to the HVAC Grapevine, where building science and HVAC finally sit down at the same table. This is the place where ducts get judged, airflow gets measured, and industry news gets blown around harder than an undersized return air grill. If you came here just to kill time, sorry, you're about to accidentally learn something. Sit tight, laugh a little, and maybe even walk away with enough HVAC trivia to make your co-workers question your social life. The show's about to start, so strap in tighter than a zip tie on Flex Duct and grab a chair that doesn't rock like an out-of-balance blower wheel. Now's let's start the show.
Heat or cold, we hold the line. Answers you need, clear and fine. Experts talking truth in mind. This is the HVAC Grapevine.
Ba-dum-bum.
Hey,
What up, dude?
what's up, bro?
Dude, you know what I've learned? We got to have guests because guests bring viewers.
We don't need nobody.
Yeah, you know. All right. So we do have some viewers, though.
I got
All right.
Ed.
So
He don't say much though.
you don't, man. What's up tonight? We're gonna. What's our plan?
Dude, no plan tonight. I figure we chit chat about NCI at Summit.
Yeah, I'd like to
Going
talk
all
a
the
little
way
bit
up.
about that. Keeping it chill. This is kind of like this is a short episode. We're just gonna say it, short episode. We just wanted to kind of kick things off, let people know that we're going to be doing a midweek show. I believe it's Thursday. Is it Thursday we're doing that show? We've got a
Oh,
schedule
yeah.
going on. We'll both be at the NCI Summit, and we're going to have a live show. I believe it's on Thursday. So look for that thumbnail. If you're
Yeah.
catching this, that's going to be a really good show. We got Dave Corsair. Is it Corsair? I think it's. I always have a problem saying his last name. Smart guy, engineering mindset.
Super smart.
He's super smart. He's got a lot of good graphs he's going to be showing. I've got to take the time and digest those before we have that session.
I know, right?
Which I'll probably do tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
You know what I'm saying? I need to prepare because I have a feeling he's going to bring it in a big way, and so it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's talk about the summit, man. For one thing, I hope if you're watching, you get to go because it's going to be fun. By the way, if you are going and you want to talk about it, or if you're headed somewhere else really soon and you want to talk about it, I put a link into the show. If you want to come on with us tonight, you're more than welcome. Come tell us where you're headed. We'd love to hear about it. Just click the link, log into the show. I'll let you in. Tell us what's got you motivated. So what's got me motivated is this panel discussion at NCI Summit. And there's
tell me more.
a special someone, this guy, who's going to be in the panel. You know what I
I
mean?
snuck in there, man. I snuck in.
Dude, I just got to know, like, give us like a little bit, dude, give us something. Like, what do you,
Oh, yeah.
before you do like a panel discussion, I don't know about you, but I've done a panel discussion. I think about a million things that I just want to say before I go on there. And
Really?
I've even been as bad as like, I'll make myself a cheat sheet. That way, like if I'm just like running dry and I can't collect my thoughts, I have something to go back to and read. Are you doing that? Are you going to give us,
I'm not doing.
what you
I
going
ain't
to
doing
talk about?
none of that. I mean, we're doing home performance, so that's what I love to do. I'll do a little HVAC and but dude, all the jobs that I've done over the last couple of years, I got them like they're like embedded into my brain, my
Yeah.
heart, my soul.
You're just
I've
one of
got,
those
I think
people
I've
that
got
remember
square
everything.
footage off the top of my head, man.
I'm sorry, man. I couldn't concentrate because I just caught your ring light in your glasses. And I know it. I know having a ring light is good
Ooh.
'cause it makes you glow, man. But it was making me laugh for a second.
But yeah, man,
I gotta
I'm
get one.
gonna.
I gotta get one.
Oh
It's dark
yeah,
in my room. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Look at
yeah.
me, dude. I'm turning pale. I'm like I've been in Wisconsin so long that I'm losing my tan.
You're losing that Louisiana
Yeah,
Cajun sauce on you. Come
yeah.
on now, we got to get you a
That,
tanning bed over there.
the accent don't match the skin color. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong here?
We're gonna take out that pool table, put a little tanning bed.
All right, dude. Check this out. Let's talk about this for a second. Here we go. What we got here? I know it's kind of small. Let me see if I can. Boom. I'm
I like
gonna
how
zoom
you
in.
pop that up there, man. StreamYard's really kicking
That's
butt.
what I do, man. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
We got a panel discussion happening at NCI Summit, and look who we got right here. What does that say?
Oh,
Mike
look!
Cianfranco from the HVAC Grapevine, bro. What? Look at that.
Woo-wee.
And who you're on stage with? Mitch Bailey with
Yep.
Bailey Seating and Air, Jeremy Beagley, who we just had on the show. Nice. Let's see. Ty Banana Man. Wow.
Ty Banana
There you go.
Man.
And Dustin Cole.
Dustin
Man,
Cole. I
that's a
told
panel.
Dustin, I
That's
was
a
like, if
panel right there.
anything tough, I'm just gonna kick it over to you, Dustin.
That's a and y'all got Ben Lipscomb who's gonna moderate that, man. That's gonna be
Yeah,
that's gonna be a
that's
heavy hitter
awesome.
panel, dude. Like
I'm excited to be on there, man. It's been a
that's a
privilege to be
whole
on there.
team of power players, you know.
Yeah,
And
I'm
the
super excited.
panel's titled Whole Home Thinking, Uniting HVAC and Building Science.
Yeah,
Wow.
we got to have a talk about it. It just has to be done.
It's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good panel.
Yeah, I am super excited for that one.
Yeah. So let's talk
I
about
would go there just for that. Yeah, but
looks like
there's
y'all are gonna be
so
talking
much
blower
more
doors
going
quite
on.
a bit in that one. You
Yeah,
know? Yeah.
our group has been talking about it for years, and then David Richardson's like, "Well, I've been talking about it a little bit longer." I was like, "Really? Tell me more." He's like, "Yeah." I was like,
It's
"Wow,
first.
man." Yeah, he's like, "I've been doing." Yeah, I was like, "Dave, you were doing that in the '90s? What?"
Yeah, he's got an interesting story for sure.
Yeah, really cool, really cool. But
So,
just to be up there with the boys, man, I'm excited.
so dude, I gotta ask: Are you gonna hit the water park?
I don't know if I got time, bro.
It's at a water park. You know what I mean?
I didn't even look it up. I was like, I didn't want to look it up because I was like, then
All
I'm
right.
gonna want to do everything.
Be
What
honest.
is going on over there, bro?
Be honest. Have you looked over the speakers, like the event sessions and whatnot? Because
No, I did not look over it too much.
there's another one that's got me just like super pumped to see these two people present a session
Pop it up
together.
there, bro. Pop it up there.
All right, I'm gonna pop it up. Yeah, I've never seen these two guys do a session together, and boy, they are two of the best in what they do. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Mm-mm.
Yeah, we're gonna be hanging out with Adam too, doing
Yep.
some podcasts.
There'll be some podcasting going down.
Adam Muffich. Yeah,
Here it is.
I'm sure Tim D'Astachio is gonna be there.
Oh yeah,
He was
Yeah,
there last
I
year.
would bet he is. Yeah.
I
Let's
would
see.
say so.
Here we go. Let me share this. Huh. Why ain't it working?
Uh-oh. Do you have to take down the previous one?
I don't know. I'm gonna try something. Let's hope I don't break it.
Whatever you do, just don't hit that power button on your computer. All right.
Oh, there we go. Bunch of rookies over here, dude. All right, here we go. Bro, Ed Jonawak from ACCA and Alex Meany, who owns Main
Oh, I
HVAC.
did see
Come,
that.
dude, come on.
Dude,
Like, come
that's
on.
beautiful.
You ever wanted two people to talk about the manual sitting on a
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
I saw
especially
that. I
for-
was like, why has that not been done before? Right.
I'd pay just to go see that one. To
Right?
see them two together just lay it. I would imagine there's
That's
not
gonna be
one
awesome.
slide that has been put together for that session.
Oh,
because
it's
I
like
know those guys very well, and they are the people like they don't need a slide, and
right.
boy, they like to talk. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
yes.
and
That's
they
peanut butter and jelly right there.
it
Salt and pepper.
that's 100%. I mean, the
Woo!
chatter that's going to go back and forth right there.
Oh,
I hope it gets recorded. That's all I'm saying. I hope that gets recorded.
yeah, I'm excited. I
It's gonna be
wonder if is
priceless.
it open discussion or they're just talking to the audience. Let's see here.
No, I think it's a scheduled session, but I
Session.
don't
Yeah.
know if it's going. I mean, they're going to have slides, I'm sure,
Yeah.
but there's no way those two are going to stay on target with those slides. Like they're
Mhm.
they are two. They're free thinkers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're going to go.
That's gonna be a blast, dude.
Yeah, and you want the key is you don't want them to stay on script. Like they're not the people you want to see on script. They're
Right.
the people you want to see go, right? Just fly off the handle
Yeah.
and go. Because the stuff that comes out of their mouth when they let go is pure gold.
Yeah. If you're digging into J, S, and D, that's a class right there to just come
Gotta
on down.
if you're going, that one you don't want to miss. I'll just say it
Dude.
like that. Don't miss that one. That should be a
Dude,
pack.
do you remember my story from symposium number 1? Oh my goodness, bro. I was struggling with Right Soft doing the Florida edition, the Energy Calc. And I brought
Okay.
my laptop like a little nerd. I brought it, and then Alex Meany was teaching the class. He was done. I threw that laptop right in front of him.
Dude, y'all deal with some weird stuff in Florida.
Dude,
Like-
that
Like
Like
I don't
4 or
know a lot
5.
about what you're talking about. I know I've heard you talk about it in social circles about this Florida
Yeah.
code extra work on top of the manuals. Dude, give us a little bit of feedback.
Oh,
What-
dude, it's
what's up with
wild,
that?
man.
Tell me about
So,
it. Tell me the struggle.
Basically, the back then, what I found out later on was Rightsoft was having a little bit of an issue with uploading certain programs, and then it crashed maybe a couple months after that. But besides the point, the energy gauge is it energy gauge? It's called the 405.
The
So
405.
the 405, staying alive, dude. It's basically an
Oh,
energy rendering of a house in Tampa. So you've
Oh,
got
okay.
like you
It's a
basically
model.
have a
It's a model.
modeled home.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
you've got a model home.
It's a baseline.
Baseline slab on grade energy efficiency standards are like there, right?
Mhm.
So if you build a house, you can this is where it gets weird, bro. You
Yeah,
can
let's get
take
weird.
you can give and take energy efficiencies to oh dude, drive you crazy.
I'll trade you this window for that
Yeah.
for that air tightness. You
I
deal?
got a heat pump water heater, but then now I can go to the 13 SEER like R22. You know, like I don't know. What am I gonna do? Dude, it's nuts.
Uh,
It's nuts.
yeah.
Like
I'm gonna
just
skip that blower door test. But
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
do some DLTO. You know what I'm saying? Duck League is outside. Fair trade.
Dude, JS and D was not hard enough, you know, like
Yeah.
like we got to do energy model. Let's do energy model.
Okay.
But it's funny you bring that up because
Yeah,
check
yeah. I
this
want to.
out. You ready for
to
the
hear more about it? Yeah, the 405.
real world? Real world.
Yep.
So years ago, when I bought my blower door and I got my duct leakage equipment, I bought them together.
hmm
The crazy thing was I was just doing blower doors. My duct leakage equipment sat for like years.
Okay.
And I bought this software. And when I started digging deep into it, taking JS and D and then doing the energy calc modeling, I found out why. Not every time do you have to do a duct leakage test because of the 405.
And why is that?
So if
What-
you're
what did-
reaching high energy credits already for the house, let's say you got a heat pump water heater, and I could be wrong with this because I didn't dive super deep into it. Because you only need this if you're doing new construction or 80% to 100% remodel.
Okay.
You need this energy code. So anyway,
Who's turning
So-
this in?
so you're gonna have your basically load calc company is gonna give it to the GC and they'll turn it into sound.
So it's the GC's responsibility to turn it in for the home he's building.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if he's building it for the homeowner, then it's still the GC's responsibility to turn it in. Is what I'm. It's whoever's taking
yeah.
on the responsibility of the home. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
And
Got it.
it's
Okay.
usually a low calc guy because it marries with Right Soft and
Got it.
then Quick Model. And I got it with Quick Model too because I was like, oh man,
Yep.
3D. And
Got it.
they partnered with Energy Gauge, and my goodness,
So
software craziness.
I'm gonna dig. I got to dig a little bit deeper because things I want to hear is like, you know how in programs, load calculation programs, you can go a little bit deeper where when you sketch the building and you tell it what the building is, you
Yeah.
can print out a bill of materials that you have designed the building in. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Oh yeah, like Right
this is a
Soft
brick wall. This is this type
specializes
of
in that.
window. Like, yeah, Right Soft's pretty
Yep.
big into that.
Yep.
Is that required to be turned in when you're doing the 405?
You know what? I don't think so because the 405 it's not too long.
Hmm,
Um
okay. So they're not
so
asking for building materials.
so the 405 does talk about walls, it talks about, volume. It's pretty much data, data driven and
Mhm.
it's not like a like your duct design has got a nice visual. But then again, I don't even think you had to turn that in. I mean, as long as you give like a material list for duct design, that probably passes too. A lot of what I learned is depends on what the county enforces, which
Yeah.
blew my mind. So, but everywhere here since 2017, blower door is a must.
Do you hear that?
I do. What the heck is that? You're not going to drop a what's the noise, are you?
No. This time it's actually my house making noise.
Bro, I thought you were going to go, what's that noise? I thought you were going to hit the button.
I so want to. I do. Because
Bro,
I'm living it now. What
hit
is
an
that
old one.
noise? I feel like somebody's taking a bath. That's water running upstairs, bro.
It's very faint on my end.
Dude, I don't think I've ever been in my downstairs while somebody was taking a bath. Like maybe that's the water running.
Maybe somebody's washing a car in the garage.
Tell you what, man, 2-story houses, it's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're just gonna have
slab on grade.
we're gonna have to listen to that muffle until this thing's over with.
That's not too bad. It's not too
Yeah.
bad.
Second,
But anyway, basically, it's up to the load count guy if you're going to have an energy count. A duct leakage, right? Duct leakage test, because from what I've seen, these guys they're having it on one and they're not on another. So basically, what I'm seeing in the field. So crazy stuff, man. I got one company that I test for. They do high end homes, and they don't care if the load calc spits out. It'll say blower door envelope leakage test, and then another one for duct leakage. And if it doesn't have the duct leakage, they don't care. They just want me to test it. They want to make sure their homes are performing.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what,
150 CFM a leakage to outside stinks.
yeah, man. Like in Florida, with all your duct work that's outside the envelope. I like I said, I don't know a ton about the 405, but you would think that would be a priority one. If I'm being
Right?
straight up. Jeez. That's
Not
kinda
everybody.
wild. Wow. That's pretty
I don't
wild.
know. Maybe it's the cost. I mean, duct leakage.
So
It's not like an
here's a-
hour with the blower door.
here's something interesting I'll throw your way. Speaking of duct leakage, you know how like before I moved up north and kind of been in a couple homes now up here, just learning different things. Like,
Mhm.
wow, metal pipe just ran everywhere with no even intent to want to seal the joints or the gores or anything. Everything's just leaky.
It's so weird, right?
It's so weird. It's so weird to me. Like they can get away with murder up here when it comes to like duct leakage. But what's crazy is like people have lots of duct leakage,
Mhm.
like upwards to 500, maybe more.
Whoa.
But
You
it's
serious?
I'm dead serious. That's
But
almost
then you're not going to get the delivered CFM to the rooms.
I know, man. I know. But
Like
hear me out. It's
500.
they may get a couple comfort complaints, you're right,
Right.
but the conditioner's still in the house, so they're not losing load. It just may not be
Right.
going where it needs to go. That's an issue. But I think it's been dealt with like that for so long that maybe there's some subtle comfort complaints, but that's about it. So
Wow.
introduce duct leakage to outside. right? Like why
Oh,
is duct leakage to outside so important? And I think it stems from a lot of it up here. It's like because
yes.
people can get away with a lot of duct leakage, but duct
But
leakage
is it good
outside is,
outside?
duct leakage
Right.
outside is powerful, man. Like it will
Yeah.
just tear a home up, right? So
Dude, it
that
messes these houses up down here, man.
yes, it
Woo!
does. Yeah. Oh, you know what else? Something I've learned since living in the north, just like a fun little factoid since we're kind of just spitballing here.
Jackets?
Um, yeah, dude, jackets. Jackets are a wonderful thing.
Chapstick. I used to go through a box a week, bro, with these Italian lips.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
that's funny. Yeah,
Woo!
yeah. I
Just
wore a jacket all day today. I don't know about you down there, but I was in a
oh,
jacket all day.
I went through
Uh,
2 pints of sweat just trying to mess around with the truck today.
no, so hear me out.
Leak.
Hear me out. This is kind of interesting. I have in my kitchen like
Mhm.
I guess they call it a toe kick grill. Like it comes out like right below the cabinets. I think it's called a toe kick. I could be dead wrong.
Oh, you
I think that
posted in in our Facebook group. The
yeah,
great
yeah, it's like a grill, but like my whole cabinet underneath is open and I have air leakage blowing into like underneath where the sink is, which I've sealed that at this point because that's annoying me. So like
So
I've
I
sealed
don't get
that.
this. They use the bottom of the actual
Yes.
Formica cabinet.
Y- Yeah.
How cheesy can you
Well,
get?
I blows my mind.
Come
But
on.
you know, I keep saying they, it should say we, I'm here now. Um, you
Stop,
you
stop
know,
being so French.
Gary Nelson told me one day, like the man, the myth, the legend, like the dude told
Mhm.
me one day, he's like, moisture is a problem when it's like, it's a long-term problem. And I'm
Okay.
like, and we had this discussion on a project one time we were talking and I was like, oh man, we need a dehumidifier. We need a dehumidifier. And he's like, well, what you're looking at is like that 1% of the year. And he's
Mhm.
like, yeah, but he's like, moisture takes time. And I'm like,
Okay.
don't take that much time. Like, cause in
Yeah.
my mind down in the South,
Right.
it's like, it's such, a house just has mold and it becomes a problem. And,
Yeah.
duct leakage outside, duct leakage. If you had air blowing into a cabinet, it'd be full of mold before you know it. We just see
Dude,
these
and they are
problems happen so
bad.
fast, right? It's
Yeah.
fast.
Yep.
Well, it's fast for down south. And I think what he was trying to get at, and I'm learning more as I live here, is like they have humidity, but it doesn't stay a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets drier. It gets dry, it gets hot, it gets dry, it gets hot, but it's not like
Yeah.
long
Well,
term full day humidity issue.
don't
Right?
leave that because, like,
Yeah,
from
I'm not
where
done.
your
I-
old house, and then where I live, it gets like worse at night sometimes, man.
Yeah,
It gets more
yeah.
humid.
Well,
So
this is
you're
what
saying they
this is what I'm
dry?
getting. This
They'll get some like wind come through. It'll dry off at night a little bit.
just the situation changes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the weather
Season.
changes, like
Yeah.
the dew point changes and it just becomes drier. It's not like above
like back home.
76 all day long like here.
Right.
And so,
It's-
you know what I mean? And to put that in perspective, if I
Mhm.
had that supply leaking in my cabinet and some of it was exposed to my sink and all that in Louisiana, it'd be full of mold. Like that would
Right?
be nasty. It would get terrible.
That's what
But
my brain was thinking too, bro.
well,
Like,
hear me out. This
yeah,
house was built in 1999.
right. And it's
This,
been
and
fine.
and the people I bought it from were original homeowners. Okay, so
Right.
everything, and you can tell everything's the same. Some of it's a little outdated. My wife doesn't like it. You know what? I like it a lot. You know what I mean?
99 was a good year, bro.
I
It was
love
a good
a
year
house.
for me.
I just love a house that hasn't been DIY'd to death. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
why I like it.
Yeah.
But so that hole in that kitchen cabinet's just been there, and that supply air's just been blowing, right?
Yeah.
Kitchen sink and everything's down there. You know, what I'm saying? You got your water pipes, all that.
And it
And
pressurizes the whole bottom cabinet,
there's
right?
hear me out. There's no signs of anything. Like
Not a speck.
there's not a speck of mold or anything in
That's
that whole
awesome.
cabinet. And you got to stop and ask yourself, like, wow, like what's going on with that? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because that would never happen down south, and you wouldn't
No.
get away with it.
No, you wouldn't get away. I'm thinking you're about 700 CFM per ton, but you know, Then I get the True Flow grid out on your house. I'm sure you might have done at least one
I've done
True
it.
Flow. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave it. Let me see if I got it. I
For
know.
those, for
I
those
think I
people
would have.
watching on YouTube,
I think I would have.
Chris is
Let's
down
see.
with the True Flow grid.
Let me see if I have it saved. I'm sure I do. See, the problem with my TrueFlow test, man, is I'm gonna give you some secret sauce here. Um, like periodically, I have to wipe my phone out because I'm beta testing everything before a new release. Like I have to see everything that's broken, not all the good
Right.
stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
That's
it's
why as technicians we're so biased towards certain brands because the company you work for, or the company that you own, you sell that only brand, and you always get the broken ones. You know what I mean?
dude. I will tell you, like the
Like if you
amount of
sell brand X, you see all the brand X problems.
I have been through more, like I don't even know how to say it. I have tested. I'm pretty sure I could go through the workflow in my sleep. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know, right? Yeah, dampers are closed. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like I have took tech support calls and people are like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh yeah, go through the workflow. Click this button. What's this one you have? Click this button." And they're like, "Are you looking at the app?" I'm like, "I don't have to look at the app. Like I have it memorized."
Dude, you got to put a timer for a 10-minute fan delay for enhanced mode.
For what?
Come on. I've been using a True Flow grid since you guys dropped it, and
All
sometimes
right.
I still forget like an idiot. I forget because
What
I'm
do
an
you
idiot.
Oh, like a 10-minute, you want a 10-minute wait mode?
I don't know, just the idiot button.
All right, here you go. This was
What you got?
I have the date in here, 7/2. So that's been, what are we in, September? So about 2 months ago. That's when I
Mhm.
first ran it. Look at that, baby.
All right,
Look at
right,
that.
right
Look at
there.
that. Look at that.
385 per
Look at
ton,
that. Bam. In
and
that's in cool mode now.
not a speck of
Point
mold on that
point
cabinet.
six point 6 inches static. Oh, it's backwards for y'all. That's not cool, huh?
No, it was good. I think, unless I was reading it backwards, bro.
Yeah. Oh, it
My
looks
dy-
backwards
is
to me.
Does my
Yeah.
dyslexia work that good?
So
Damn.
the only thing that's in the yellow is my return plenum pressure at 0.217. You know what I'm saying? So like I
Oh,
could
there we go.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's my only recommendation, right? Like
return.
nothing
That's
up
not
there's
bad.
nothing up there's in yellow or red. I'm happy. I'm happy
Man.
with that, dude. In cool mode, I'll
Dude,
take that.
what's up with your filter? What do you got, a rock catcher in there?
Dude, it's point 0.2. I got a big old I mean,
5-inch?
it's not a coffin box because the unit's not
Right.
sitting on the big long box, but it is a box style filter. It's like I think it's a clean comfort.
Wow,
Clean
nice.
comfort.
That's
It's
awesome.
like the filter sits on I wouldn't say a 45. Sits more on like a
On a slant. Okay, yeah.
like a 22
That's
degree
cool.
angle from straight up and down. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
It's a
That's
4-inch or
awesome.
5-inch filter, 20 by 25, I think. I
Nice.
don't know. Yeah, it's
That's awesome.
it's nice. I'd take you in
And
there. I'd walk you in there, bro, but my camera won't move.
What's the tonnage? It was a 2.5?
Oh man, don't ask me that. I should know that off the top of my head.
I think it was on the
Oh,
report.
oh yeah, I should know that. Oh yeah, 2.5 ton.
Okay,
Yep,
gotcha.
2.5 ton.
2.5 on
Mana.
20, what are you, 2,500 square foot?
So
22?
this gets a little weird, and yes and no. So like you see that door right there, that door.
Mhm.
I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Check this out.
Yeah.
It goes to a room that like it hasn't been finished yet, but I would call it living square footage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah, it looks like bat insulation.
Yeah, it's like bad insulation with visqueen on the front side.
Oh,
that-
wow.
Here.
It's like they forgot to do they were like, we're done. Well, they ran out of sheetrock.
Well, a lot of people don't finish that room off. Apparently, that's like
That was like my buddy in Pennsylvania, his
Yeah, like-
mechanical room.
So I'll tell you, like, I had fiber internet installed when we moved here, and the guy put like the line over here next to the outlet. I couldn't be here; had to be at work, and I told my wife, I was like, "Don't let him put it there. Like, I'm going to finish that room off one day." I was like, "I want it in the next room over, which has all
Right.
the mechanical stuff in it." And the guy runs the line over here and drops it, and then he plugs the little thing into the outlet to prepare. He ran the line, and he's like, "Hey, they're
Mhm.
going to plug into that outlet." And then Luckily, I got home and right when he was finishing, I walked in. I was like, "Hey, man," I was like, "That can't go there." he's like, he's like, "Well, that's the best spot." I said, "I get that." I was like, "But I'm gonna finish that room off." And he literally said, "He's like, everybody says that, but nobody ever does it." I
So
said,
that's a
"Well, this guy's
that's a
gonna do
northern
it. I
yeah,
can
well,
promise you." You know, like
I
oh,
could sheetrock, buddy. I
yeah, yeah,
sheetrock nice. It's gonna be done next week.
yeah, and
And
it's
then
like,
he comes out 5 years later and it's still not sheetrocked. Yep, I
yeah,
get it.
it's no, it's funny because it's like, most people they must not do it because it seems to be like the trend. I mean, he was like, nobody ever
Right.
does that. And I'm
Right.
like, why wouldn't you do that? So I'm like, why is there this idea of like not finishing off that space? It's a huge space. It's like, dude, it must be 500 square foot right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Huge
really?
bedroom if I wanted to be. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to finish that off. It's not even, there's
So
no mechanicals in there. They're all in this other room over here. Like, why wouldn't I want to finish that room off? But I will
so
tell you,
why did they do it like that? That is weird. There's no mechanicals in there.
I don't know. Like maybe they just didn't need the space and they were like, so I don't know if you've ever been in this market, but like when I was house shopping,
Yeah.
all of the basements on all like the new construction houses,
Right.
they're just empty, bro. Just like that room, like the whole thing. We're talking like 1,000 square foot of just
So
dead.
like a
I'm
shed.
like, yeah, I guess it's like it's kind of
Like we
like
need
the
an
equivalent
equivalent
to
of
a
a shed.
it's like the equivalent to a southerner's shop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're just gonna
Like
put
this
it
is
in the
this is
bottom.
where I'm gonna put my paint brushes, my
Yeah,
lawnmower
my
stuff.
boat. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I don't know. It kind of
And
blew
and
my mind,
and
dude.
just to recap, you're in the basement, right? Just the
I mean, I don't know. Would you call this a basement? I mean,
is it a I don't know.
if somebody's watching and you live up north near this area, somebody explain it to me. There's a link in the chat. Come on in and tell me, am I in my basement or am I in the first floor of my house?
Bro, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, bro.
It's weird because like this side of the house, like you can't
Yeah.
see it, but I'm saying in front of me, there's a sliding glass door and I can walk out.
What?
Right? Like that is this. Well, the house is built on a hill, like a pretty drastic hill.
Oh, just like
So
my
like
buddy's place. Yeah.
this whole side of the house is like I would call it the first floor, but that room, that wall is all
Under.
underground. So it's like
Oh,
half the
and
house is
that
underground.
leads me to why you should go to NCI and ask Alex Meany
Yeah. What's considered the first floor?
what is well, no, how do you do the load calc for that? Because half of it's buried in the ground.
So I
And
shout out to Quick Model on this one because I struggled
Ru-
with that.
Russ.
Quick Model solved that problem for me because this is where
crushed
3D wins, dude. I used to struggle with like, oh man, like this part of the house is under. Well, let me back up a second. Rarely did I have to say this part of the house is underground and actually do loads like that because we didn't have that problem.
Right? We didn't have that problem.
But there was like once or twice there was some weird stuff in Louisiana where I had to be like, I need to like, there's no load here. There's this, and this has to have natural
Yep.
ground up against it or something. I mean, people do some weird stuff even in down south.
Yeah.
But Quick Model let me put natural ground right up against the house, and you can't exactly draw a line. Well, I haven't been in the program in a little while, but so you couldn't draw like a 45-degree line of natural ground, but you could put like rooms and stack them and have different heights. And so it kind of ladder steps down. But generally speaking, you're getting that earth touching the wall. And I was like, man, that just makes me feel good when I'm doing a load calculation and I can see it and I know it's touching. And I just know that I'm doing a good job in my
Bro,
design.
it's huge. It's
So,
huge.
That was my
Like
favorite
Russ
part
said,
of the
you could
program.
literally taper it on a 45, just exactly modeled the way that is in real life. Because, dude, there, and I talked to Alex Meany about this.
We got to get Russ back on and just do like a
Dude,
demo.
I want to hear what's going on with the new software. With
Yeah.
Come on, I gotta pull it up. I gotta
Look,
pull it up.
look, David's watching, bro. Look,
Who's in there?
he's coming
Hey!
on. Base. He said it's a basement and we have a walkout.
We'll see you soon, buddy.
I have a walkout basement, bro. That's apparently what it is. I have a walkout basement, dude.
That's
I'm
what they
telling
call
you,
it.
like crazy moving here. But man, I have learned. I feel like it's almost like once a week. I have a circumstance where I'm like, what is that about? And I know, like, I don't know, you've lived in New York and now you've lived down south. You got to
Yeah,
experience both. Dude,
I did,
we
bro. Yeah,
I don't
dude,
know
it's
how it is for you in Florida.
completely different.
Like, we did
Yeah.
not go on vacation straight up from Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you how Louisiana people go on vacation. They're like beach that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like that's mostly the vacations you take when you're from Louisiana. And so, beach that way, a little bit further south, excellent fishing, and then, maybe a ski trip. But like going straight up, dude, I have never even vacationed this direction. So like coming into houses, it's such a like wild game changer. Lot to learn. Been very
Yeah,
interesting so far.
it's just so different, man. The market is so different.
Did you see those
Especially
videos I dropped walking in my attic this week?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes, bro.
Dude, I'm just saying, like, if you need a good laugh, go to our Facebook group. And I just posted some videos this past week where I went and climbed in my attic because I was sitting there thinking as I drove home, I was like, I haven't even been up there. It's about to get freezing cold here, like ice. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
below 0
Like
degrees.
you were up there smacking the insulation around. It was
Dude.
actually air sealed, right?
Yeah, I'm like, well, I'm kind of like thinking, like,
That's awesome.
what if my attic's not really ready? You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a lot of time to get prepared for this. I
Oh,
wouldn't
God,
think
that's
there'd be
funny,
a
bro.
problem, right? The house has been here, but like, what if I'm not being told something and I need to go investigate? And like, I'll tell you what brought up that. I'll tell you, this is why I went attic crawling. So about a month ago, I had a what do you call a mixing valve in my master shower started leaking for no reason, bro. Like, and this mixing valve was on the cheaper side. It didn't have the
Okay.
stops. Have you ever changed a mixing valve? They have when you take
All
off
the time.
the
Yeah.
guts. Yeah. When
I
you
do a
take
little
Oh, you
plumbing
do?
on the
Oh,
side
yeah,
for the
yeah.
family, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. And so you have those two screws that you can turn in on the left and right to shut the hot and cold off.
Oh, on a Delta. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Delta's
Delta,
nice
yeah.
like that.
Well,
Yeah.
this
Only
actually
Delta though.
is it only Delta that does that?
Yeah.
Well, I must have
And
only put Deltas in my life because I'm so used to those.
maybe
But
one other brand. Yeah.
so I you'll probably hate me for this one, man. But anyway, it was leaking, and it was the one that didn't have the screws. And I was like, dang. And it was I had to change it out. It was difficult too. Like I had to go to the other bathroom and cut the wall out, you know what I'm saying, and reach
Oh,
in.
yeah.
And there was like a nice sized cavity between the two bathrooms. So I'm like, I'm reaching
Okay.
way in, trying not to make the
Ooh.
biggest hole in my wall either. Like I cut a
Right.
7x7 hole to reach in and change a mixing valve. So I
Ooh.
went back with the same name brand valve, same style, same everything, right? Just so it could be an easy swap. I kind of hated that because I didn't get the shutoff valves by doing that. But I was like, okay, how many times am I going to change this thing? Once, you know what I mean? So I was
Right.
like, all right, I'll just go with it. And I wanted it to look original. So I put it all back with copper, sweated it in. But
Oh, nice. Sweated it in. I was gonna
yeah,
ask you.
I sweated it in. Yep. I did
Nice.
all the sweating outside. And then I did the
That's
last
how to
three
do it,
joints.
bro.
I did the last three joints on the inside. So
Yeah.
that being said, I didn't think about it at the time, but I had moved some insulation off the wall. It had wall insulation in there. So I moved the insulation off the wall and I changed the valve. And that job was like on my brain for some reason. And I was like, why is there insulation on an interior wall right there?
That's a good question. I was just
And then I'm thinking like, and I didn't look straight up. And I'm like, did they
Huh.
not seal the attic part of that part of the house? Like, is that whole cavity?
That's why. That's what
Cold
led you to go up there.
Yes, I was thinking,
Oh,
crap.
I
What
would
if
have been the same. That would have drove me insane too, bro. I would have
Yeah.
went straight up.
I was thinking, okay, well, man, that must mean that there's a huge pocket, right? That's just got cold air
Right.
rolling straight down.
Dumping
And then
air
I'm
down.
thinking, okay, well, if that's the case, I got all these freaking water pipes in that cavity, and they're
Right.
gonna bust. So I was like, holy crap, I got to go up there and check. So that's the reason for my attic crawling this week. It was on my brain, and I was thinking, man,
Were you able to get over to the shower valve area?
yeah, it was all sealed. So it was
Nice.
it had a seal. It was sealed and everything. So I guess they just insulated those walls for sound. is my guess.
Oh,
reason.
right. The shower off and
Yeah.
on, a little hammering. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, or just you don't want to hear
That's
your
cool.
kids singing in the bathroom while you're taking a shower. And I don't know. Actually, maybe I do. I don't know. I got one
Like
kid that sings in the shower. It's hilarious.
like Police Academy.
Yeah, yeah,
I love that scene with that. What's his
yeah.
name? Bobcat Goldthwait.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't watched that movie in so long. Good
Oh,
stuff.
dude, it's been like 20 years, bro. I'm getting
Well,
old. I'm reference. Okay, so Quick Model has got a new setup called Kestrel. So you're able
It's
to bring in
oh yeah, I read about this the other day.
yes,
I haven't like looked at it deep. Is
use room
this
by room load calc values from any software, Wrightsoft, Elite, Cool Calc, Conduit, Amply, Energy Gauge,
hmm,
ETC. We highly recommend using ACA certified software.
you're bringing in the floor plan, or you're bringing in the
So
floor plan and the loads?
wow. So you can actually use Cool Calc, just bring it into we just gotta have Russ on, bro.
We got it. Yeah. All right.
Or
That's it. I'm
can we have Russ
contacting.
and Connor? I just want to see Connor.
All right. I'm reaching out. I'm just telling
Yeah.
you, we got to get him on here. I want to hear more. We
Yeah.
got
I
to
mean,
talk
this
about this.
this sounds interesting,
I think we need a demonstration.
because I mean, dude, he knocked it out the park with the half buried house on the slant.
Yep.
I mean, that's killer,
We'll
bro.
get a
I mean,
demo, man. We'll get a demo going.
there's just no load on that side of the house where it's buried 5 feet,
Yeah.
with dirt. Like, here's a good one.
Well, all
Donald
right.
Brodsky brought me on a job in over,
All right.
over near Mar-a-Lago, right?
I got, remind me to tell you another story, but keep going.
Okay. As soon as I get done with this fiasco,
All right.
I'll be like, all right, and Chris, go.
All
So
right.
he calls me up. He goes, you got to come out to this job. So I was like, all right, give me the mechanicals. Usually he's on jobs that are like McMansions, so huge. I need a mechanic. I need like 2 weeks to digest this whole.
Yep.
He goes, no big deal. It's 1,700 square foot. I was like, oh yeah, okay. I'm shooting down there, right? I get down there. We do a true flow grid like first right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
That's our baseline for airflow because humidity issue is the
Yep.
call.
Yeah.
60% too high. Customers had this AC unit for like 2-3 years. Humidity's always out of whack. I was like, all right, whatever. True flow. We see some issues. It tells us what our recommendations are. Great, but that's not the big thing. I was like, we need to do a load calc. I started scanning with Amply. He has Conduit, and we're just going, man. It was, dude. It's so cool to have like 2 people scanning
Yeah.
at once. I feel like I was in Star Wars. Just shoo, 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 shoo. So anyway,
Yeah.
I knew that the AC contractor guy would be there soon. So I finished the load calculation real quick, and I was a little surprised. I was like, wow, this is really oversized. And I was like, wait a minute. This is the ice cream sandwich house. Condo on this side of the house. Condo on that side. It's like what you're talking about. It's buried basically in a mound of cool air, right? The townhome next to it is set to 75. So what heat do I have coming in? Nothing,
Not enough.
right? It's not attic heat. It's not outdoor 95-degree air. So I tell the load calc, and the load calc is like around 2 tons, bro. We got a 3.5 ton.
It reminds me of that conversation a couple of us have had before about like how do you model trees hanging over a
Yes.
house? You know what I mean?
Jerry Garcia said that. He's like, I got a
There's a lot of
200-foot
trees
oak tree.
Yeah.
Should I model it in? Now it's a good one though. That was a long story. But you had something else? What were you
Yeah.
talking?
Okay. So when I moved into this house, it was a little chilly, but the weather was good. But like at night, it'd get what I would call cold outside. And to the locals, it was like, nah, man, like put a windbreaker on, like suck it up. And
Put
I'm
a
like, well, it's
windbreaker
cold,
on.
But I would imagine the ground was still pretty cold, right?
Right.
So and it was like a nice temperature separation between downstairs and upstairs, or this basement and upstairs. Like it was cold down here and comfortable upstairs. And I was like, whoa, all right, we got to investigate this. So I put my fan to run all the time, and that helped quite a bit. I'd probably say I went from like a 10-degree delta to a 5-degree delta between upstairs and downstairs just from running the fan. Right.
Nice. Now,
Yep.
was it circulate or was it on always?
It was on. I leave it on. I don't have like
On.
a fancy Ecobee thermostat or anything on it.
Right.
I haven't
It'll
upgraded.
do like
It's
5
just
minutes
on.
out of
Well,
half an hour. Yep.
nope,
Right.
it's just on. I just run it.
Cool.
But let's see. About, I don't know. We went through the summer like that, and summer's
Mhm.
dying off over here. Okay, so like the air conditioner hasn't been running, but the fan's still running. And I noticed I came downstairs the other day, and I'm like, doesn't feel cold at all.
Really?
And I'm thinking to myself, was it cold down here because the a lot of this is touching earth and the ground's cold and like the house is absorbing that cold and that's what's
Right.
going on? Or was it that the air conditioning was running a lot during the summer and I had radiant cooling coming off the sheet metal, just dumping cooling load into the house because all of it is exposed running in the ceiling of these rooms? Think
You got a
about that.
weird one, bro.
Think
Because
think about like
half of that basement is covered. There is no
so
heat coming in, but
yep.
some of it is. That's a 50. What do you say 50-50?
So
Oh, that's
oh,
a weird. That's
I
a good
would
building
say
science
it's a
experiment
it's a
right there, bro.
yeah, it is. I'm like I just haven't had enough time to focus on it, but like
Yeah.
I plan to focus on this problem and just kind of dive pretty deep. I want to
Yeah.
infrared scan everything multiple times throughout the year, data log it. I'd like to,
Ooh,
just like I want
that's
to
awesome.
I want to put data loggers in the ductwork and in
Right.
every room, and I want to see if the room gets colder, right? Like does like this room I'm sitting in, is it colder when the air conditioner is cycling, like, in the dead heat of summer?
Right.
Or is it, I guess what I'm saying, and does that problem go away when it gets mild? Or does the problem still exist? Am I getting radiant cooling from the ground, or am I getting tons of radiant cooling from the ductwork when it's running? One of the two things
Right.
pouring cold air. And I used to think it was all ground. And now I'm switching gears in my head thinking maybe it's radiant cooling and a little bit of
From
duct
the
leakage bleeding out of the duct system
and duct
overcooling the basement. And I say that because me and
and the
Steve
load is
had
super low.
Oh yeah, down here for sure. I haven't
Super
load
low.
calced it out, but I'm sure it ain't much.
Yeah.
But
What's the load coming in from outside?
yeah,
you got no
so
computers running.
Steve told me, Steve Rogers, he has a house similar to this, and he told me that he would go as far as masking over his supply grills in his basement because just the bleed was too much air and it would overshoot.
Wow.
So, and I guess he had enough static pressure left for the budget. Like he wasn't killing the fan motor by doing
Right.
that downstairs to be able to get away
Yeah.
with that. We didn't go that far into the conversation, but
It's a very big common problem from what I hear a lot of guys say. The
yeah.
basement's always super cold in the summer.
So I think it's
Yep.
it's an air conditioning leakage and radiant problem.
How many supplies you got in there?
3 in this room.
Wow.
Yep. All on the perimeter wall.
Now,
But
when you said fan on, I'm thinking, when is Chris going to bring up the humidity issue? Because down in Louisiana, Florida, you put fan on.
yeah.
Usually I put fan to on when I really hate somebody and
Yeah.
they're not a friend of mine. As soon as I leave the house, I go, all right. No, I'm joking.
Make these doors sweat.
Dude, my humidity goes 60 to
Oh yeah.
65% when my fan is on.
All right. Fair. All right. I'm gonna leave this nugget of knowledge on you though.
And I'm 45 now.
I don't think that is always true that it's just going to happen. And this is why I say this. Leif Wismar, who I've talked about before on this show, engineering Leif, super smart guy, taught me a ton. I changed the systems out on his house and I helped, like, we didn't have to redo the ductwork. The ductwork was in very good shape.
Mhm.
It was done well, but it was really tight, right? Duct leakage was tight, tested it. He leaves his fan running all the time. He doesn't
Okay.
have any outside air being brought into his return though. So like it is a sealed loop. He
Yeah.
does not have an issue with high humidity in his house.
Then why the hell
And
does
he's
my
and
humidity
everything,
goes
everything's
through
in the attic.
roof?
Everything's in the attic. So
Now I do have 40 CFM of leakage. Now, how much is to outside?
I'm just
I don't know.
saying, like, I think you could probably get. I don't want to say. I don't have enough data to make a conclusion statement here, but it would be worth testing more to see
Yeah.
if you could get it tight enough to where you could run your fan all the time if you wanted to, even if
I
you were,
like it for mixing because
you
I
know,
got the
yeah.
Haven IAQ monitor and it's saying you need a little bit more
I mean, don't get me
circulation.
wrong, it's scary because we've lived in the southern climates. We know what comes from that. You know,
Oh,
you run your
dude,
fan all the
it
time, you're going to have high
goes
humidity.
through the roof,
It
bro.
probably it doesn't take a whole lot to cause high humidity. You know,
Yeah.
remove the grommets around the copper, man. Boom, high humidity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Seriously,
I
that's
do.
about all it takes.
Yeah. 40 CFM of duct leakage. So maybe that's all you need.
Yeah, I mean it wrong leakage.
Now
in
you're
the
gonna
wrong
get
place
me
can
like
be a
Dustin Cole.
problem.
Now I'm gonna be up all night till 4 in the morning
Hey,
figuring
that'd
this
be a
out.
good that'd be a good conversation for your panel discussion.
Oh, now I might write that down.
You should write that down. You should write down the question, ask that panel, say how much duct leakage outside is acceptable in a southern climate.
In the southern climate zone 2. Let's not go 1 because climate zone 1 is pretty much like Mars.
Yep.
They're their own
Dude,
entity.
I think that's an opener question right there. Boom. There you go.
I think I'm gonna steal that from you. Yeah.
Steal it.
I'm liking that.
All right, man. I gotta
Phew.
bounce. I got work to do before tomorrow hits, so I'm
Because
jumping.
everybody, TEC,
We
Chris
will be
works there full time for for the YouTube people that don't, they're not in the Facebook group,
that's right.
So
We will be there. Me and Steve Rogers will be attending. We'll be
is
in it.
Bill coming too?
Bill will not make it. We have
Oh, come on.
dude, there's just too much going on at work right now. He's
Come
got
on,
to be at
Bill.
somebody's. Yep. Too much going on.
Oh,
But-
that stinks. Well,
but in a
Bill's
good way.
guy.
There's gonna be a lot to talk about coming up. So hang tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk
It's
about
gonna
that.
be a good time. We'll see you guys at the summit. Catch
Yep.
us live, all right? And then you got
Yeah.
also NCI's podcast. You got, I don't know if Adam. Oh yeah, John's gonna be
John
there.
will
I don't
see you
know
there,
if
bro.
Overtime's gonna stream from there, but we'll keep you in a loop.
Yep. Be on the lookout for a show during the week at the summit. It's gonna be a good
I'll be
one.
posting in the Facebook
be with
group a
David.
lot too, so
Yep.
I'll keep you guys in the know.
All right.
You know what I mean?
See you next round. See you, dude.
soon, bro. Later, broski.